Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have a kind of vlog style video for you guys. I don't really know what I'm going to showcase or just like show you guys. But basically, like my last video talked a little bit about, I have just been feeling really kind of like burnout is still kind of lingering around. So I'm just trying to kind of do what I can with feeling like this. So today I have a couple small orders to package. I packaged some orders over the weekend I've been really sending a lot of offers lately just to get some stuff moving and just continue to downsize my inventory. And yeah, just kind of take you out my day. I am going to do it more of a week in the life, just so I could check in with you later on during the week to see what else. I might have some decluttering. I'll kind of update you on that, and we'll just kind of go with the motions. So yeah, let's package a few orders and I'll talk to you. Okay, so if you notice any splotchiness on my arms or legs, I tried this new SelfTanner and it didn't work that well. I at least don't think it did. It's kind of splotchy, so I'm not the best with SelfTanner. I'm trying to get a lot better with it. But I'm so like pale in the summer, and I don't want to go out and tan and get my skin, like I don't want skin cancer or anything like that. So I always opt to get like a SelfTanner. And this year I'm really actually trying to get better at it. So yeah, so if you notice that, I'm sorry about that. But so this part of the video, I'm not really gonna focus at all what's selling. I might put it up on the screen, but this is just a quilted jacket. It is vintage. I guess I'll show you a little bit. But to be transparent, I don't want my channel to just only show reselling. I've kind of been feeling like I've been a little boxed in with just reselling, and I kind of want to show you guys more. I want to show more incorporations of my life, more of Mar and our life. Right, Mar? Say hi. Just more of like who I am. Reselling is a part of my life, but it's not like, I don't want it to be the main part. And I notice that when I only post reselling stuff, I can get very burnt out very easily. Like if my channel is tied only to reselling, then it burns me out a lot quicker, if that makes sense. So yeah, we got this denim jacket, super cute. So I guess that's the first part of how I've been feeling, is just, I'm sorry, Mari, you don't have to get up. Just feeling like kind of overwhelmed with just reselling in general. This is my second week back after having like a really, really long, I guess like 3-week break, and I missed the break. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really hard to get my listings up and stuff like that. So I have just been being more kind to myself. I was really into batch work before, but I'm gonna be honest, at this point in time, like I'm not picking up as many items. So for me, batch work is just like, I don't know, when I think about doing a whole bunch of photographs and listings and everything at the same time, I feel so overwhelmed, and it's not the place that I want to be at right now in my business, but that could change, I will never knock batch work. I think batch work is super helpful, but I think it can also burn you out pretty quickly, like if you're not used to it, or if like, say you're not really a volume seller, but like you get, let's say like 25 items and you want to photograph everything. Yes, it does save time, but it is overwhelming, to say the least. And for me as a person, I'm trying to get through reselling and try to do reselling and not feel overwhelmed every time. Okay, next thing to sell is this J. Jill. This is just a little floral, it's called the Luxe Supima t-shirt. And yeah, this sold on Poshmark. Let me know, how have your guys' sales been? And I fully take responsibility for this because my sales have been like so bad. But that's also because the work, I have not been putting a lot of work in, and yeah, that's definitely been on me. But let me know, are your guys' sales doing well? I know a lot of people are having some issues with Poshmark's new feature of like relisting and delisting. I have gotten several warnings. I have not been suspended yet. I probably will at some point, but it's not that I don't care what Poshmark is trying to do. It's just like there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm gonna just keep on doing it, you know, and if I have to relist and delist something that sells on another platform, like I'm not gonna just leave it up there to be bought by somebody when it's not there. So yeah, I'm not trying to overthink it, but summer slowdown is definitely a real thing. If you guys are first time resellers this year or new resellers, summer slowdown, I would say June, July, and partway through August are like terrible for me. I know some people only experience one bad month, some 2 months, but I would say it's about 2.5 months long. And like when I say bad, it's bad. Like I mean like maybe like 5 sales the whole week or something like that. And yeah, I'm just trying not to hyper focus on it. Again, it's not that I don't care about sales. I'm in this whole new way of thinking, this whole new realm of thinking, is that my whole existence is not for sales. It's not to be a reseller and all this stuff. So I'm just trying to enjoy my summer. My birthday is in the summer, so I used to not like the summer growing up because the summers were always super, super, super hot. If you don't know, I live in Arizona. So Arizona is like really, really, really hot in the summer. Like I'm talking like 115, sometimes 118. I've seen it be that high. And it's kind of miserable in the summer. The only real things to do in the summer here are like going to the lake, going swimming. We are gonna go to the lake a couple times this year, but you know, most of the time we're just outside like swimming because it's just so hot. And like, I love being outdoors, but when it's that hot outside, it's like we cannot do that. Like I was saying before, I used to not like the summer, but now I really do. So it's like, I don't know, as I've gotten a little bit older, I'm just like, the winter is beautiful here. It's like between like, sometimes it'll get to 40, but it usually stays within like 50 to 60, and it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I just feel in the summertime, I kind of don't, like, I just never really, we never really plan anything. You know, sometimes we go to the beach and stuff, because we're close to California and stuff, so it's not that far of a drive. But yeah, I'm just trying to be outdoors more and be in the sun and just like soak up all the outdoorness and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm a huge person. I love camping. I love fishing. I've just like grown up as an outdoor girl. So like I like to, you know, we like to ride bikes, jet skis, like anything that's like fun outside, like quads, like dirt bikes, things like that. That's just like what I like to do. So I'm hoping that I can do that more this summer. So yeah, let me know if you guys have anything fun planned for summer. Do you like the summer, or do you like winter? Like, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I am making an omelet, so sorry about the lighting. I will show you in just a second. So I know it looks weird, hopefully you can see, but that's kind of my omelet. So I like to, I'm not the best with omelets, honestly, but first meal of the day, I really try to pack it in with protein. So I gotta let it set. And again, I'm not really great with omelets. All right, there it is. I kind of flipped it. So I like to let it cook a little bit on this side and then we'll flip it again. All right, second flip, not the best, but we're pushing through. It's Tuesday, like I was saying, and typically Tuesdays are normally like my thrifting days, but I will be honest, I went yesterday, so I didn't show you guys what I got, but I will actually go through and show you some of the stuff that I picked up at the bins. I have not been to any thrift stores, regular thrift stores. They're just too expensive, honestly, right now. Most of my items that I see at the thrift store are like $10 and up, so I'm just really not really focusing on thrift stores anymore. To be honest with you guys, if I go sourcing, most of the time it's just going to be at the bins. So I'll show you that. And then I do want to show you my chaos that is still going on in my closet, where my inventory is. Like I've been talking to you guys a little bit about, I'm kind of at a crossroads because I'm still trying to find a part-time job. Honestly, that has been difficult, just because I'm not sure if anybody knows, but the job market is pretty bad right now. It's just really hard to find like a job and or like a good set, like just anything that is not unrealistic with their expectations. A lot of jobs I've interviewed for have unrealistic expectations and like not enough pay for it. So I'm hoping that I find something soon. But yeah, I'm just trucking along. I'm going to continue to apply, continue to go to interviews, and I'm hopeful and sure that I'll find something. You know, I'm not looking for anything crazy. I'm just looking for something to be a supplemental income right now for me until I figure out what I want to do with reselling. I'm going to show you this haul before I continue to be chatty. And then I'm going to show you my closet. And I'm not sure what else I'm going to show you today, but if I don't film anymore, I will check in with you later on in the week. So let me show you what I got at the bins. So normally I sit in front of the camera and I show you things, but I thought it would be a little bit more interesting if I show you more of like, I don't know, up close. So this, I'm sorry about the pet hair and stuff. I still need to lint roll and clean, but this is called, I don't know. But this is a baby alpaca sweater. There were some, you know, I didn't find a lot of comps on it, so I'm going to take a chance. So this is Everlane. This, I was so surprised. This was Wilfred. This was new with tags I found. It's called the Light Birch. I don't know. It's like a sweater dress, and they had it priced at $118. So I just picked it up because it was new with tags, honestly. Next thing I found was the Spanx Get Moving. This is like a front zip shift dress, like athletic dress. This was from another haul. So we will go through that. As you can see, I have a small death pile, I would say, but this is Everlane extra small. It's just like a cropped like cardigan sweater. This I believe I've sold before. This is Athleta. I believe this is the bubble hem pullover crew. I really kind of want to keep this for myself, but if I don't, then I will be listing that, obviously. This next thing is a Anthropologie brand. This is called TLA, I think, extra large, just a floral pullover. This I was going to keep for myself, but I just didn't like the way it looked on me. It's extra large, American Eagle. It is this like patchwork. It has this fake distressing. It's really cute. This is Varley. I've sold Varley once and it did really well, so I saw this and I picked it up. This was previous one, but this is knitted and knotted. I loved the style of this. It's very grandma core, so picked that up. This is, sorry, bathing suit. I'll give you an up close of this, but this is Sea Folly. And this is just like a ruched, haltered one piece, super cute. This is another one. It doesn't have a brand, but it is cotton. It's embroidered. It's got kind of like a weird hem. I don't know if it's like asymmetrical or something, but it's kind of jagged, more embroidered. This brand I've never heard of, but this is called Baser Range, and when I did check comps, this was doing pretty well. It does have a little bit of wear, but it's a very interesting dress. It's like a wrap dress, but it like wraps in the back, so super cool. And last but not least, I have two things. So this was one of my favorite and best finds. This is Jenny Kane size large. There is a little flaw on the side. I still picked it up. It has a little tear on the side, but honestly, I was gonna pick it up. This is just, I don't know, I have to clip this, but I was still gonna pick it up with that flaw. And then the last thing, because these two are from a different haul, this is Beyond Yoga, and this is also just like kind of like an acid wash dress. So yeah, I was super excited to find these things at the bin. All right, so if you are new here, this is my inventory closet. I keep all of my inventory in my closet. I'm very fortunate. I have a huge closet, like it's huge. So Mar, she's just been crying all day, and because she just wants treats, so I'm trying to not acknowledge it too much. But so I've gotten rid of some bins. I used to have bins here, a couple over here on this area, a couple over here and here, so I've gotten rid of around like 8. I did have some jackets in my other closet that I got rid of as well. And I've just kind of been hanging some more stuff up there. But that is all inventory that needs to be put away. I will get to it, I swear. Same with up here. And then my rolling rack, I usually just put it right here in front of this stuff. So as you can see, I have a lot of inventory. I would be lying to say that I didn't. So this bin right here is honestly, I'm supposed to be going through that inventory, but I've just been so overwhelmed and I've been kind of avoiding it. So yeah, I wanted to give you guys a check-in. As you know, I have really gone through a lot of inventory and added numbers and then like SKUs for this and stuff like that. So I am like all the way to this row over here, but I still have this row and I have a row back there and all of these rows still to do. And yeah, I am already at around 600. As you can see, this is where I've left off at 600, and ideally I wanted to be around 800, but it probably doesn't look like I might get to there. It might be around 1,000 once I'm done with all the SKUs, which is good, but it's still kind of overwhelming. Just kidding. We are going to go through the rest of this bin. See, that's my bin for the buy sell trade. So I'm going to show you what I'm probably going to get rid of, and yeah, I need to tackle it. My biggest thing is trying to get rid of the bins and downsize the inventory. So I got rid of 10 things. I think, honestly, if I can try to get rid of 20 items outside of selling things a week, I'll keep getting to my goal. I do want to get to around 800 in the next 2 months. That's my goal. So today is Friday, and honestly, I have a lot to update you with. So first things first, I actually did get a job, but the kicker is I decided to not accept the role. So basically what happened was I interviewed for this one position. I went all the way through, and they ended up giving it to somebody else, but they referred me to another company. And I did one interview with this new company, and they already offered me the role. So I was excited at first, but I was like, it was kind of weird because I didn't know a lot about the job. So I asked if I could do a shadow before accepting the role. And I was gonna go do the shadow today, and I actually ended up backing out because I've just been doing a lot of soul searching and trying to figure out what would be the best option for me. And the role was going to be 8 to 1, Monday through Friday. And it was supposed to only be part-time, which at the beginning I was like, yeah, cool, this can work out. But what I realized is I'm most productive between 8 and 1 myself for my own business. So I was like, am I really going to give up that most precious and valuable time to another company? And ultimately, I just felt that it wasn't going to be a good fit for me. It was also an office job. And to give you some backstory, I used to work a 9 to 5, and it was really hard for me to work 9 to 5 just because office jobs are just hard in general for me. I like to be active. I like to move around. I just like to be doing a bunch of different things. I don't like to just sit on a computer and work. Now I know that's a lot of people's cup of tea, but for me personally, it's hard. So that was another reason why I didn't want to take the role, is it was mainly just on the computer. And I just was trying to figure out what I'm doing. I keep applying for things that I feel comfortable in, which are office jobs, because that's what I've done. But ultimately, I don't think that they're what I really wanted to do. And I have just come to this conclusion that reselling, I feel like, is for me. I just have to find a balance. I have to have good, healthy boundaries with it so I don't get burnt out. And I value my free time. There has been no other job that I've had like reselling where I am in complete control of my own time. And I feel like I was taking that for granted. I really felt that I was taking a lot of things that reselling gave me, and I was taking it for granted. And if, I never want to come across like that. So if I was portraying that, I'm very sorry. That's not what I want to portray. That's not the way that I want to portray anything. So moving forward, I am just trying to come up with a schedule that's going to work for me, not burn me out. and just continue to do what I love, because I do love reselling, and it's given me so much, like, it's given me way more positives than negatives. So I guess with kind of the soul searching I've been doing, I have kind of figured out the two top things that I don't enjoy about reselling, which are the clutter and the inventory, and also listing. I'm not the best with listing. I don't really enjoy listing kind of at all. So I was thinking that maybe, hey Mar, she's coming to join us. I was thinking that maybe I might dabble in with live selling. Let me know if you guys have ever done live selling. I know there's a lot of controversy about like live selling, and like a lot of people don't like it and a lot of people love it. So I would love to hear your point of view, or if you've had any experience with it. And I know I talked a little bit earlier that I'm not going to do reseller focused videos. Don't worry about that. I definitely am. I just need to find my groove again and just figure out kind of what I'm doing with my life. And I just never want to portray myself as like I have it all figured out, because I definitely don't. As you can see, I am struggling a lot just to find myself. And I guess I've been struggling a little bit with like self-worth, and I was tying my self-worth to my work, which is also not good. Really tried to journal and figure out like what has reselling given me. And I feel like reselling has given me so much more than, you know, these regular 9-to-5s or these regular jobs. And it's like, I want my freedom. I want to be able to go on vacation when I want to. I want to be able to work really hard and make extra money when I want to, you know, and like reselling, you can do that. You know, this part-time job that I was going to take, yes, it was going to provide me some stability, but the amount of money I was going to earn, you know, I could make that tenfold with reselling if I just commit to a schedule and I stay motivated, and, you know, which I'm going to do, you know. You can see how much I changed my mind in a matter of a couple days, and that's just kind of how I am. I've always been like that. So yeah, I swear the next video or the next vlog I have will be more interesting, more filled with fun reselling stuff. I'll take you guys thrifting again, and we'll just go back to normal, you know. I do like to show my struggles. I like to show things that I'm going through, and I like to show you that I'm not a perfect person, and I think that's okay. I think that's how we just build our character and build how we are as people. So yeah, me and Mar are gonna just continue listing, because I got about 10 more listings to go. So, and I'm really trying to bring my store back to life. I've had some really slow sales days, but I'm not letting it demotivate me. Me and Mar are gonna just chill, and we will see you guys back next week.